Hello and welcome to the Music Shack podcast. This week is episode number 22. This week we're joined by myself, Bruce,
Ron,
and Ed. This week we got a lot to talk about.
Before we jump into anything, though, I do want to say I do want to give my condolences for Van Halen passing just the other day, and we also lost Johnny Nash. Very unfortunate two series of events. First of all, I don't care about monetization right now, but fuck cancer.
Yeah, for sure.
Van Halen passing away to cancer at 65 is just not something I wanted to hear.
Shit, man.
I saw, I think it was Jared Dines put something on Twitter about it. I know Van Halen's son said something about it. It sucks.
Yeah. I was pretty fucked up yesterday. When I found out, I went up to my room and just stared at my guitar. It's like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Because
for me, as much as I don't really listen to a lot of the classic stuff, I grew up on Van Halen as a big part of my childhood, so it's something that I appreciate, and the fact that an icon such as himself is now gone is a little heartbreaking. I mean, to say the least.
It's hard to hear Eruption and not want to pick up a guitar.
Oh yeah, he also did the solo for "Beat It" by Michael Jackson.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
A lot of people didn't know that.
He's a legend, man,
and he will forever be one.
Yes.
Aptly named album by Juice WRLD. Legends Never Die.
Yeah. That was a great name, and it's the truth, man.
Yep.
Just people still talk about the legends today, even though they've been gone for a long time. People still talk about Jimi Hendrix.
For some people, they're never gone.
Yeah.
Physically they may be, but in every other aspect, they're still very much alive.
Shit, if I go a month without listening to Jimi Hendrix, that's a record. And he's been gone my entire life. Yeah. He died, 20 years before I was born? Ish.
Yeah. Legends will always leave their influence upon people.
Yep.
Yeah.
In some capacity, whether it's directly, if they're a musician or if they're related to them or somebody like that, but in some sort of capacity, it affects fans and everybody else. And then, like I said, Johnny Nash, we had pass away the morning of this recording, which was another kick in the face.
Yeah.
I think he was 80. And it was in his 80s.
I mean, 80's pretty old. I mean, it sucks to lose anybody, but
yeah. But this year has taken way too many artists.
It's taken a lot of people.
Yeah, and
the artists have not died of what's the main killer this year.
Yeah,
which is nuts. There's a artist from the UK, dubstep artist that I think most people who listen to dubstep would know. Cookie Monster.
I've heard of him.
Passed away.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he passed away Sunday or Monday.
Oh, man.
But yeah. All right, enough.
Well,
enough 2020, enough.
we can only take so much.
You're already kicking us while we're down. Please don't do any more. We don't need you to bury us alive. But yeah, I just wanted to say something just because I know for at least Ed and I know Bruce probably too, with Van Halen being part of what our music culture growing up in some sort of aspect.
I mean, I think every other song on MMR when I was a kid was a Van Halen song.
Yep. Yeah. Even if it was a repeatable, where the ones they always play, but it was still at least one every day. So, just sucks. Very much sucks.
Yeah.
But I guess we can move on to checking out the billboard for now, right?
For now, yeah.
Yeah.
Get on to what we're here to talk about.
All right. Let's start off with the Hot 100, I guess. So, starting off at number 1, we've got Franchise by Travis Scott. Oh, mother.
The page updated.
Okay.
It doesn't like me.
I
okay.
hate the Billboard site, dude.
We'll jump to the to the artist list while he's.
Well, it's good. It's just it reconfigured everything. I couldn't read for a second.
Oh, okay.
I hate
cool.
I hate the site for that reason.
Number 1 is Franchise by Travis Scott as a new entry. Number 2 is Dynamite by BTS. Number 3 is WAP by Cardi B.
WAP.
Number 4 is Laugh Now, Cry Later by Drake. Number 5 is Mood by 24K Golden.
Big mood.
Number 6 is Blinding Lights by The Weeknd.
Holy shit, he's out of 5?
That's impressive.
I thought he was going to be at number 5 for the rest of the year.
Last week he was at number 7 and he just came back up to number 6 this week.
He might climb back up then.
Well, that's because I was sick. See, he fell off because I was sick.
Now you're back and he's coming back slowly.
Yeah, see?
There's a trend here. There's a pattern. There's a pattern.
And then at number 7 we've got Rockstar by DaBaby. Number 8 we've got Savage Love by Josh685. At number 9 we've got Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles. And number 10 we've got I Hope by Gabby Barrett.
You hope it's number 10?
I hope it is. I hope so.
I hope this year ends soon.
Oh yeah. So let's jump into our artists now.
All right. Number 1 is Machine Gun Kelly. Number 2 is Super M. Number 3 is BTS. Number 4 is is it Joji?
Joji.
All right. Number 5 is Juice WRLD. May he rest in peace. Number 6 is Pop Smoke. May he also rest in peace. Number 7 is Luke Combs. Number 8 is Carrie Underwood. Number 9 is The Weeknd. And number 10 is Taylor Swift.
The fact that Carrie Underwood's on that list. So, for the Billboard 200,
What's so funny about Carrie Underwood being on the list?
that is not a name I've heard as a relevant name in a while.
I mean, she does I think the Monday Night Football thing or whatever.
Okay.
I don't pay attention.
I think is good promotion for her music in a way.
I don't pay attention to it, so I don't know. But for the Billboard 200, which is our albums, we have at number 1, Tickets to My Downfall, which is a new entry by Machine Gun Kelly. I love this album.
Yes. It was a fun album to listen to. Especially because I was in like a punk mood. So
yeah, it's very early 2000s punk out of a rapper, and I love it. I think it's great. Number 2, we have Super One, the first album by Super M. It's also a new entry. Number 3 is a new entry by Joji with Nectar. Number 4 is Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon Deluxe by Pop Smoke. Number 5 is Ohms by Deftones, new entry. I actually like this album as weird as it is. And I've been seeing a whole bunch of articles about them being at number 5 with this. So I'm very... to see a metal album on a list
it's very
for the 200 is
in the top 10
Have
as
you
well.
listened to the album?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good album.
It's very good. It pleases me as a metalhead to see a metal album be on the mainstream 200 chart.
Like, I mean, I can see it being in the top 200, but seeing it in the top 10, that means a lot.
Yeah. So, like I said, to me, that's
huge.
That. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Because metal is not mainstream.
It is, but it isn't at the same time. Because
it's everybody knows what it is, but not everybody listens to it.
Yes.
But moving on, at number 6, we have Legends Never Die by Juice WRLD. Number 7, we have Folklore by Taylor Swift. Number 8 is a new entry by Carrie Underwood with My Gift. Number 9 is Top by Youngboy Never Broke Again. And number 10 is a new entry with Daystar by Tory Lanez.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got something to say?
Yeah. Let's not make a public apology. Let's not address the public while everybody's in the middle of going, oh shit, Meg Thee Stallion got shot. oh shit, there's a rumor that it might be Tory Lanez. Oh shit, Meg Thee Stallion just confirmed that. Couple weeks later, Tory Lanez drops an album saying it wasn't me.
Oh.
For the whole fucking album!
There's
Wow.
wow.
So,
All right. Great start.
and yeah. I've honestly been avoiding his work because
of that reason.
Because of said reason.
of what was floating around it. I did not listen to the album personally myself, but a long list of trusted sources of mine have spoken about the album, and that's what they all had to say,
Wow.
was that it was pretty much him saying, hey, it wasn't me.
I didn't do this.
I wonder if you can use an album as a piece of evidence in a court of law.
Technically, you could.
I mean, if you can, then a lot of artists would stop rapping about selling drugs and guns and killing people.
Yeah.
Like,
I would think if you were to drop, like, addresses or, like, plans of...
I mean, people have been actually prosecuted because of their music, because of them actually doing what their music portrays.
Right, that's what I'm getting
This-
at.
One guy supposedly shot somebody. I think he's from California. Shot somebody in California, and then rapped
About him shooting
about
the
him
person.
shooting the person, and gave facts, the time of the shooting,
Yeah, see, at that point...
where he
that
was
you're-
shot,
That is evidence. Like, that...
Yeah.
and they
You're allowed to do
deemed
that
it
now.
admissible in court, and the guy was found guilty, and is now serving a life sentence.
Good.
Because obviously he's not remorseful about killing the guy if he fucking turned it
He
to a song.
Turned it into a song and told everyone in the world about it.
Yep.
That's some hell of compensation.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think, I don't know. There's better ways of saying,
Hey, I didn't do this.
hey, I didn't do this.
I mean, music is an outlet.
It is an outlet.
Let him do what he wants
but-
with it, but, like, for a whole album?
But, I mean, there has to be a point where you realize
It'd be
it
different.
shouldn't, your outlet shouldn't incriminate you.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's ways of going about it. He could have came out in very publicly, could have put it on his Instagram and all kinds of other shit and said, hey, look, what you guys are accusing me of,
I didn't do.
I didn't do. But instead he stayed dead silent and apparently hit the studio. Like,
Yeah, there's definitely a better way to do it, but...
it's a distasteful way.
At that point, you're pretty much saying that you did do it, but also pleading not guilty at the same time.
Because another thing about it is, if he just says outright, it's like, oh, I didn't do it, and that's just it.
Right, that's
But
one
doing
thing.
this, he can also make money off of people listening to his
Exactly.
music
He's-
saying that he didn't do it.
Yeah.
After,
It's rather distasteful.
after being accused, and then 3 weeks, a couple weeks go by, and then it goes, oh yeah, I didn't do it. Here's an album saying I didn't do it.
Now
Yeah.
give
However
me your
many
money.
songs. Yeah. So there's, and that was not the best idea.
No. Maybe a song.
Right.
Maybe coming out publicly and saying, hey, look, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. I don't know how it happened. But somehow Meg Thee Stallion wound up with a bullet in her foot. Instead, hey, he didn't do any of that. He just drops a fucking album and goes,
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Long story short, I didn't do it.
And y'all bugging online.
Well,
All right.
weird.
Yeah.
So,
So I guess we can jump into talking about some albums.
yeah, so I actually want to start off with what we didn't,
I thought we were already talking about albums.
Yeah. I'd say, why don't we segue into
what
our
we,
recent albums? I was thinking, why don't we just talk about all the albums and encompass the past 2 weeks?
yeah, I was going to say we start with last week because we didn't record last week. So I was going to say we start with that and then go into what we have this week. Or do you want to do it the other way around? Okay.
I was just thinking, well, why don't we just
Just all
lump
just
them
go
all
at
into
it.
one?
Just
I'll
go
go
at
through
it.
everything.
All right,
Yeah.
that works.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Like, when we're discussing hip-hop albums straight through, when we're
Mhm.
discussing rock straight through, when we're discussing metal of the Finnish variety.
Finnish, Swedish variety.
Yeah.
Although technically I have two different genres.
Oh,
Well, I
look
mean-
at you.
Corey Taylor's album encompassed a lot
Oh, it
of
did.
rock and metal. It was fun to listen to.
So why don't we jump right on and talk about them?
Yeah, why don't we?
All right. So for this week, I have CMFT by Corey Taylor.
Yes.
I love this album.
Ron, what does CMFT stand for?
Corey motherfucking Taylor.
Okay.
I love it. I love every second of this album. I love the different styles he blends, along with the way he sings, and it's just it brings that weird eclectic Corey Taylor vibe with his vocals over so many different styles of rock in I think it's like 10 or 12 songs.
It's a hard album to not play along to.
Oh, I assume so. That's very catchy.
Like, it was hard to put my guitar down and just listen to the album.
If I knew how to play any more instruments, I'd probably be playing them.
It's some of the riffs in that album are so fun to listen to, and I imagine they're a lot of fun to play. Even the drum beats too, like they're just, I love it. One of my standouts, I think, is Samantha's Gone.
Yeah.
Which is, I assume the context is about a toxic relationship or a toxic person.
It was definitely toxic.
And pretty much celebrating like now they're gone, I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very relieved, and it was bouncy, it was fun. It had a weird uptone to it, even though it's about that.
Yeah.
I liked halfway down. I liked the Maria Fire. I liked the whole thing.
Yes.
Especially European Tour Bus bathroom song. Which
okay.
That's the last one in the set.
I unfortunately didn't get to that.
It's 2 minutes of just high energy nonsense.
So I gotta listen to it.
Yes.
Because I love high energy nonsense.
As do I.
I've played some of the grime that I've listened to. I don't speak Queen's English, but I'm still distinguished, and if I can't carry on with that, I will get copyright striked.
Nice save.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it's 13 songs, 48 minutes, and it's just if you love Corey Taylor, you'll love this. That's all I can say, because it's hard to describe what this is.
Yeah, it is, because he encompasses a lot of different genres of rock and metal.
Yep.
In that, and it's amazing how well his voice fits.
Oh yeah.
Because like not everybody can sit there and step into a subgenre below where they are, or above or around where they are, and their voice fit it.
Yeah, this is very. He's especially with his gritty singing, and then which is also somewhat of a growl at the same time, because you know it's him. He's got a very distinct style that he sings in, and for him to go from Slipknot and the other
Stone Sour,
yes, I don't know why that escaped me, but for him to go from those two groups, which is where Stone Sour is more of a hard-ish rock.
Dude,
and traditional, and then you have Slipknot.
The song "Looking," what is that?
I'm looking at you through the glass.
Yes. Oh my god, I fucking love that song.
Yeah, that one's good. It's one of the few I actually like by Stone Sour. They're typically not my sound.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I found that when I dove into their stuff, it wasn't as
very
intriguing as I thought it was going to be.
It's very different, but yeah, like
Looking Glass was. Definitely.
Corey Taylor blends those two and what he does on this album very well, I think, and it's great. This is very much something that he has wanted to do for a while, because I know he listens to a wide variety of genres.
Some of those solos, my god.
Oh, dude,
my god,
so good. Like, I recommend this album. CMFT
makes you
by
want to
Corey
melt
Taylor.
in the chair.
I will co-sign that.
As will I.
That recommendation.
Yes.
People of the court, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
And what we had last, or what I brought to the table last week, but we didn't record, is the Machine Gun Kelly album, Tickets to My Downfall.
Oh my god, dude!
It's just early 2000s punk.
It is.
It's great. It's a little repetitive, but it's because it's Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
And he comes from a rap background.
Mm-hmm.
But overall,
there's some repetitive punk songs out there too, though.
This is true.
Actually, I got to go back and re-listen to this album because I've forgotten it.
I love this.
Does he have like a? There's some good shit on there.
Yeah, it's some of the album or the song names are a little I think a little vague, but overall, it's pretty good for what it is.
Alrighty.
So if anybody's like a fan of that genre, I would recommend giving this a listen too.
I'll definitely be putting it
For
back
sure. Definitely. Yeah.
I have some singles too, but I will.
You could fire them.
All right.
Fire 'em away.
Fire away. Fuck this place.
Come on, fire Marimbo, fire away.
So Spirit Box dropped another version of Holy Roller featuring Ryo Kinoshita, which is the lead singer for Crystal Lake.
I think I actually heard this.
I love it because it's the same song, nothing's changed, except that in the breakdown, it's Ryo singing. It's Ryo growling over it, and he has his very like deep lows that he does, and it makes the song even creepier.
Gotcha.
So it takes a really good song and makes it, in my opinion, a little better because it's Ryo. But overall, it's pretty good. I also think I had another one. Oh, I had. I didn't put "This Is Not Hollywood" in here, but Ghost Kid, who is supposedly, I don't know how true this is, but supposedly Ghost Kid is the ex-vocalist of Eskimo Callboy before they got the new one.
Okay.
But he's doing a solo thing, and he combines rap and metal aspects. He does a song called "This Is Not Hollywood" featuring Johnny Three Tears from Hollywood Undead.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
Now that sounds interesting.
It's actually really good. He also has another version of it that features Timmy Hendrix.
Unfamiliar?
So am I. But so there are two different verses in that part of the song because one is Johnny Three Tears and one is Timmy Hendrix.
Okay.
It'd be cool if they like put out like some form of like special version of it.
Where it's the both of them?
Yeah.
That would be cool. Both versions are really good. I don't know when these songs came out,
Okay.
but I feel like I just wanted to mention those.
All right.
I did find just today, I think actually of this recording, Like Monster Flames put out another single called "Selective Sacrifice"
Okay.
off of their
okay.
upcoming record.
You mean album?
Record, same thing. The whole thing.
We're gonna argue semantics right now.
Well, no, it's actually called a record because
If I can get it on
'Cause it's
vinyl.
vinyl?
it's what they started on, so it's called a record.
Okay.
Well, if I can still get it on a vinyl, then I'll keep calling it a record.
I know, we're so used to calling things albums, but they're actually called records in the music industry still. Like when a band's talking about putting a new set of songs out, they call it a record.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. No,
And you still have EPs.
yes. And some people still call their records LPs. Some.
I mean, I know, what is it? Eminem, his first two albums were LPs.
Yes.
Yeah, the Marshall Mathers LP and the Slim Shady LP.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, anyway. Like I said, Like Moss the Flames came out with a new song called Selective Sacrifice. It's very much that 2000s like deathcore, metalcore thing that they do. They do it really well. It's not a standout for me. I think Year of the Moth was more of a standout for me just because of how like energetic that one was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's good. I'm excited for the record. I'm going to listen to it. It will probably be my recommended for that week.
Looking forward to it then.
I know Volumes put out a new song called Weighted.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to listen to it, but it's Volumes, so I'm sure it's, really good as it is. And then I also discovered Alpha Wolf with they have a new album that came out last month, but that's, yeah. I have a couple things that I've been finding, for the most part. There's a group called Like a Villain that I found. They have a song titled No, This Is Patrick.
Oh.
It's not about SpongeBob. It's just called No, This Is Patrick.
I love how he felt the need to clarify that.
Because I thought it was going to be like some sort
it
of...
can't be about SpongeBob because it's about Patrick.
Yeah, obviously. Come on now, man.
It's not even about Patrick.
Shit.
I
This
don't
guy.
know why they decided to name it this, but they did. But it's a good song.
Okay.
Yeah, they also just dropped another one on the 1st of October called Nature Boy, which I assume is another SpongeBob reference.
Woo! Or Ric Flair.
Maybe. So like I said, I've been finding a couple different things just in the past week. That's pretty much what I got.
Ric Flair trip, make it. All right.
How about you, Ed? What you got?
All right. So last week I recommended Mozzie's Occupational Hazard.
I like this one.
Yeah. One of the songs off the album I talked about as a single a few weeks back. It was featuring. Shoot.
Okay,
Blast.
shit.
It was Streets Ain't Safe.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, great album.
Yeah, I love it.
Like, there's no skippables. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, the whole thing flows really nicely too.
Yeah.
Like nothing feels out of place for how it's ordered.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very very nice.
It's a well curated album.
Of 14 songs.
Yes. And before we get into what I was going to talk about this week, I wanted to talk about 21 Savage's new album, which almost got recommended
Oh,
for us to be talking about. Yes.
Oh,
Although I thought you guys would like Smoke.
Smoke Dizzy.
It's
Or
not Dizza. It's
Smoke Doza or
it's
whatever.
Dizza.
Dizza.
Yeah, Smoke Dizza. His album more, because I know you guys like the more older style of hip hop.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, 21 Savage's new album is amazing. It's called Savage Mode 2,
Okay.
and it is phenomenal. Funny fact, he actually has parts of the album narrated by Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
That was expensive to get done.
One of the skits that he has Morgan Freeman talking about is Snitches and Rats. That is the name of the skit, and he's talking about the difference between a snitch and a rat.
Okay.
And it was intriguing.
To hear Morgan Freeman read this.
Yes. I'm like,
And the thought of it sounds very comedic, and I want to hear it.
dude, it is hilarious. Hearing Morgan Freeman go, and the difference between a snitch
And a
and
rat.
a rat is a snitch is human.
Oh. Damn.
And then it leads into the song by 21 Savage and Young Nudie called Snitches and Rats. But, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the album did not disappoint. So.
All right then.
And the album that that's featured is Smoke Diz's Homegrown.
I have no standouts, but it was good.
Yeah.
The first two songs were a little weird for me, just because it was more of like a blues track with rap over it,
Yeah.
which was a little weird because I feel like the flow was off of, like, it didn't feel like it was in time.
Jim Jones, his flow was a little weird.
Yeah.
On Tradition.
Yeah, so it was. But after I got through those, I was like, oh, this is actually, pretty good.
I thought Hibachi was sick.
I love Hibachi. I think that would be my only standout.
Yeah. I don't know. Santo's house party was good.
Because I have no qualms with the album. I just feel like, as a standout for me, I think Hibachi was like my only one. If I had to give one.
That actually caused me to sit there and listen to some Flip De Niro.
Okay.
Because I'm familiar with Jadakiss. And I'm like, I got to hear more about his Flip guy. Because Flip does the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
And he also, I think, has the first verse on the song. So I'm like, all right, let me check this Flip guy out. And from what I heard from him, it's pretty good.
I've heard the name before.
Yeah.
I have heard of him, but I've never heard anything by him. But yeah, no, like I said, it was, for what, I mean, I feel like it was a little short.
It was, but, it's better to have a short album
Quality over quantity.
than an album of filler.
Like quality over quantity.
Yes.
That's really what it comes down to. Yeah, I think it's like 10 songs, but yeah, like I said, I overall pleased with it. Good there, Bruce?
He
Yeah.
just popped the headphone in. Have no clue what he's listening to in his headset.
I was trying to see if I could figure out how to pronounce one of the albums I recommended.
Oh,
Okay.
It did not help me.
the Finnish one.
The finished one. So speaking of which, why don't we jump right into Bruce then?
All right,
This guy
so
just spiked this shit up out the microphone.
I did.
so last week what I recommended was
Excuse you.
Vredes Vavde by Fintroll.
It's probably butchered to hell, but it's okay.
It's as close as I can get. I don't know Dutch, I just know German. But it is Swedish Finn folk.
And that is the best way to describe
Metal.
it. Yes. And I read their description on Apple,
Mm-hmm.
and that is basically what they say it is.
Yeah. Fintroll is a Finnish band
That sings in Swedish.
about Finnish
It's Finnish,
folk.
has
or
Finnish
whatnot.
folk incorporated in their instrumentals. I assume their lyrics too, maybe. And it's metal.
And they've got a few select tracks do end up having some English vocals in them, but it's not every single one.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a great album.
I enjoyed it,
Yeah.
but I tend to enjoy things that have folk influences.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah. I found it to be, a very solid metal album for what it was. So
If I could
Especially
speak
with
Swedish, I would
Yeah.
love to sing along to this if I could speak Swedish.
like,
But I
Swedish.
can't.
if you can put some traditional sounds in your metal,
It's just
I'm probably
it makes
gonna
it
run to
golden.
it.
Yeah,
That's why I listen to the Who, the
Mhm.
HU. If you're unfamiliar, that's why I also listen to Bloody Wood, which is a band from India.
I love Ari. That is one of my favorite songs. That is one of my favorite songs. It's over here.
Yeah, the
Have
dude
I-
raps in English and the other dude
Screams
in Indian and
in
it's-
Hindi. It's great.
yeah, Hindu. Yeah, thanks for the correction there. It was
It's awesome. But yeah, I feel like incorporating some of your native styles
sound, yes.
Mhm.
into the music you want to make, even if it is metal or some sort of rock music of the heavier variety. It is a really cool thing that I don't think enough people play around with.
Yeah.
No.
Have you heard of Stormseeker? I'm pretty sure I've recommended them to you guys before.
I think you did.
They do a lot of stuff like that. Most of it's pirate themed, but it's still great stuff.
Like
It's like Ailstorm.
like I highly enjoyed the the Mideastern trap era
Mm-hmm.
of electronic music,
Mm-hmm.
where they're like putting in like Mideastern folk sounds in with the with trap electronic music.
Yeah, I just
That didn't last long. It was like
Yeah.
maybe 6 months, but I enjoyed that 6 months.
somebody will.
Loved it while it happens.
Yes.
And then
What did you have for us this week, Bruce?
this week I brought you guys Manifest by Amaranth.
I love this.
Such a good album.
Cocaine or speed?
Why not both?
Is that what they're on?
I'm pretty sure it could be both.
Because I don't know how the drummer still has his arms attached to him, nor the guitarist for that matter.
Dude, some of the drum fills were insane.
It's like they were going so fast. It's like they must have 3 legs.
Honestly, at that
What is
point,
going on?
there was interesting fills where behind the guitar where it was matching the guitar riff, and it would do like a 1-2 chug, and then it would do a quick roll, and then back and do a little chug again. It was really intricate. To me, it was intricate because I don't really know anything about it, making terms of that type of thing. But it sounded really cool.
It was sick.
And the way they made them all flow through each other
Yeah.
is so good.
It was
Like you got all of the heavy, and then you had the soft parts, but they all just flowed evenly within each other.
I've heard Viral before. I think you've played that for
I think
me at
we
least.
played. I think we talked about it a while ago.
it was hard for me to do the speed limit. I was driving the company truck today,
Ooh,
which is tracked as far as speed and
mileage.
GPS and yeah. That was a hard album to listen to while driving.
Oh, I can imagine.
I'm on 42 looking at an open road and I'm like
I gotta stay within
and
the
all I
limit.
hear is the drums going I'm like, if I go over 80, that's my ass.
That's my job. I don't want to do that.
That's my job, and
But I gotta
I very much
say,
need that.
this album's making it hard.
So, Ed, how'd you lose your job?
So let's see.
driving.
Bruce recommended a fucking album. Thanks, Bruce.
You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I gotta say, some of my favorites off it are obviously Viral, Adrenaline, and Crystalline.
Crystalline was good.
They were just so fucking good.
I like Strong too. I think you've recommended Strong before, or you've played it before. Because I did recognize that one too.
Probably. I think we played that a few weeks ago.
Yeah. So I was very. This is when I like a couple weeks ago when I said I was looking ahead at the upcomings. This was the one I was excited for. That was on the list.
It was so nice to see. And I've got one more album that I didn't recommend to you guys, but it was nice.
Extra credit.
Yes. But Jeremy Renner dropped a new album called Live for Now.
Yes.
I played this for you, Ron, on like Sunday.
I love this.
It is such a good album.
So anybody who doesn't know who Jeremy Renner is,
Surprisingly, I'd be surprised.
he plays Hawkeye in Avengers. And I think it was like last year, a couple years ago, Bruce and I discovered that he did his own music.
I think it was last year. Like, he started doing his own music, and he's just been pumping music out. Like, he's very passionate for it.
Yeah, it is like it's. I would call it more of like a pop rock feel.
Okay.
Or like something like that.
I think some of the first stuff he did was a little more on the alternative side.
Yeah, it's very like alternative rock based, but it's really good. I didn't know the dude could sing.
He's got a great voice. I mean, if he can act and he can sing.
Awesome.
Can we backtrack for a second?
Sure, go ahead.
Because there's a song that I wanted to talk about and completely forgot about.
Go right ahead.
And it starts with a boom!
Oh, God!
Okay.
Fucking boom off of that Manifest album.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. It brought me back. It reminded me of when The Animal Inside did a cover of Rap God.
Yes.
Like,
Oh
with the
my
way
God.
he was rapping and screaming at the same time. And I'm like...
Yeah, that Amaranth album was really good. I was excited to see it.
I've been playing it nonstop. I've been playing that with Bring Me the Horizon and Beyond the Black constantly.
That's okay.
Bring Me the Horizon as in...
What era?
All of it.
Okay. That's respectable.
Like, choose your next words carefully.
What am I supposed to say?
I listen to Ammo.
My preference is anything that happens. What is it? Suicide Season.
Anything that's 2015 or back.
What is it? Suicide Season and was the Suicide Season? There is a hell for I seen it. There is a heaven. Let's keep it a secret. And Sepaternal. Those are my 3 favorite albums by them. But yeah,
I listen to Ammo all the time.
I hate Ammo.
Ammo is pretty bad. I'm all for. I know we've talked about this before briefly, but I'm all for metal bands, especially, of trying new sounds and like getting a little softer in terms of what they produce. But damn, Ammo is just no.
It wasn't it.
I don't think I've listened to that yet.
You're not missing much.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I know we don't usually shit on things here in terms of what we talk about, but
we just big them up.
I personally, Ammo is just bad. Ammo is not it. It's a pop album made by Bring Me the Horizon, and it
wasn't good. No.
Very much not.
Yeah.
All right. I'll have to take that off the list for later then.
There we go.
So, things we've been listening to in the meantime.
Well, obviously, I've been listening to Bring Me the Horizon, Beyond the Black, Ozzy Osbourne.
He's making a new album. Apparently.
Another new one?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Apparently he's going back in the studio.
Damn it, a lot of people thought that was the last album and his way of saying goodbye.
He will stop making music the day he dies.
Oh, I know you will.
No, we won't. He'll still be making music.
Somehow.
He'll do it.
He'll be making music from
I got
beyond
faith
the
in him.
grave.
I got faith in him.
I mean, hell. he'll make it from hell.
Yeah. He is the Prince of fucking Darkness.
Because who knows, he won't be going there.
But I've been listening to Wage War mostly.
Okay.
Specifically the album with the Deadweight album, which is where you get Stitch from. 2 years. Well, that's 2 years is actually a little intro piece. But yeah, Stitch, the album title track, which is Deadweight, Witness, like pretty much just what I've been listening to.
Mm-hmm.
Sporadically, haven't been doing a whole lot of it, but when I do it, it's what I've been playing for some reason.
I actually want to cut in here real quick. Have you heard of Seventh Wonder?
Seventh Wonder, I think I have.
I was just listening to music the other day, just letting it shuffle through whatever the internet decided I wanted to listen to, and one of their songs, Dream Machines, came on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to play it for you guys later, because god damn.
Okay.
They have some good ass stuff.
What you been listening to, Ed?
I honestly, there's been a lot of good music. So pretty much what we talked about.
Okay, that's fair.
Is what I've been listening to. Like,
Hey, good music is good music.
Yeah, really.
Mozzie and 21 Savage's albums have been on replay. So
Yeah, it's pretty much what I've been doing is listening to stuff that we've been recommending each other, and lately just been Wage War. So that's kind of where I've been at. I guess we can move into news if we have any. I know there's shit going on with Motley Crue. I didn't read on it though.
Is there? Let me take a look real quick.
I think it was their drummer or their. I think it was one of their guitarists who apparently, I guess he drank X amount of liquid of the alcohol variety, like in close like timelines of each other. I don't know exactly, and he apparently talked about that experience. And the other news that we mentioned is the passing of Van Halen and Johnny Nash at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of all I have. I haven't really been going and finding anything.
yeah, I mean the biggest news I had was the Tory Lanez thing with Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
So
I know the Slipknot versus Chris Fenn case is still a thing. And there's been developments in that. I don't know what exactly, but as far as I know, that's still going on, which is a little weird to say the least. The fact that a former member is trying to sue the band for not paying him everything he should be paid, though Corey and everybody else has claimed that he has been paid. But
All right, so I found nothing about Motley Crue. So,
something
yeah.
I saw on YouTube from Rockfeed. I didn't watch it, but I know he talked about an experience with drinking X amount of something in however long of a time frame it was, and it was a lot. But that's about all I got for news.
yeah, I really don't have much in news. Like I'm scrolling through a news feed now that's there's not much there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I got
mainly
not much otherwise.
gossip BS that we tend to avoid anyway.
Mhm.
yeah. Which is,
Who's dating who? Who's sucking whose dick? Who's not sucking whose dick?
This guy just showed off his tattoos.
Who's making X amount of money?
This guy
Oh,
has
did
this.
you hear about the woman who broke a world record for having the most amount of artist tattoos on her body
I did not.
Oh,
of a single artist? So there's a woman who apparently got I forget how many tattoos, but there's a shit ton of tattoos all over her body of
All-
Eminem's face.
Uh.
Yeah, it's creepy as shit.
Okay.
wait, and she
That's-
just broke the world record? What
Or
was
did
the-
she?
what
I'm sure
was-
she set the record.
What is the record and what was it before?
I don't know.
I don't think there was a previous record. If I had to guess.
Because I mean, if she
That's very
just set a
obscure.
record, then I could see that. If she just
She
broke a
may
record,
have said it or broke it. I'm not sure.
I assume
Well, I imagine the record probably would have been one or two.
I'm going to
and she
assume
broke
she's
it with 17, maybe.
I don't know.
however many the body
seems
can
a little-
hold.
That seems a little
However
concerning.
many the body can hold.
Oh God!
Yeah,
Just tattoo
There wasn't any
M&Ms
tattoos on her face.
No? Okay.
No, so
so you can have a receptionist job without anyone knowing that you're covered in M&M.
do believe M's on her forearms, so she'd have to wear long sleeve shirts all the time
Still.
and would not be able to show any cleavage.
I mean, some people are into that.
I'm saying he was saying receptionist job.
Hey, you never know. Yeah, that is just weird. I know there are people that will go to weird extremes to, for like artists or bands they like. Because I know there was an instance with From Ashes to New where they had a fan who was so like supportive that she wanted the drummer, I think, to sign her vagina.
Oh.
Yeah. And was
Just sign it?
Yeah.
Oh.
And like was incessantly like messaging the drummer and the one vocalist. I think it was the rapper, the one who raps. They're both named I think both of them were named Matt, which is funny.
Okay.
But she was like incessantly messaging the two on Facebook, I think, about it. Like, oh, you guys are the worst because you're not talking to me or whatever. And then she would like go right back to like being, oh, you guys are the greatest. It was weird. It was a weird thing to hear. It was a funny story.
It's 15. She has 15 portraits of Eminem on her body.
You were close.
Oh, God.
Bruce was close. Holy shit.
No, it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be.
But why?
I thought she had like 35 face. I imagine it's like she had 35 Eminem faces tattooed on her body all over the place.
That would be weird. I mean, it's already weird enough that she has 17 portraits of the man's face. But why? Why would you be proud of that?
Does she have other tattoos, or is it just Eminem?
It looks like there's other tattoos
Okay, I
in
was
the
gonna
mix.
say it'd be weird if it was just Eminem.
It's weird enough that it's 15 portraits of Marshall Mathers' face
Yes.
on her body.
Well, I'm pretty sure I saw at least one where there was more than just his face, so it's not that weird.
It's still weird.
I didn't say it wasn't weird. I'm just saying it's not that weird.
It's weird enough as it is. It'd be one thing if it was like pictures hanging up in her room, and it's fine.
Or
I get that.
yeah, or a tattoo.
Right, but not 15.
Yeah.
It is so odd.
Yeah.
Ah.
Never know. You just gotta have 15 different images of a man on your body.
Oh, so I sat there and I forgot to mention that Lil Wayne dropped a deluxe version of his Carter 5 album.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
One of the songs on it that I enjoy, because it's kind of goofy, is Siri.
Okay.
It's
Oh.
Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz.
Oh, God.
In the chorus, they're saying, I can't trust my iPhone, I think Siri the Fed.
Okay.
All right, then.
I mean, that is
I mean,
serious
if the
concern
song-
someone could have.
If the song features 2 Chainz, it's already bullshit.
2 Chainz!
It's already bullshit as it is.
Gotta love that, man.
Craziness.
You know, he has a college degree.
In what?
I don't know.
But he has one.
He has one.
Okay.
So, he's more intelligent than his music leads on.
If you want to say that, sure.
Well,
it depends on what his degree is in. I'm going to look it up, actually.
I know plenty of people that have college degrees that are still dumber than dirt.
Alright, we
not
want to
trying-
move in the upcoming while we're shitting all over.
I'm not trying to say anything bad on 2 Chainz.
He has a degree in psychology.
Now that
That actually makes sense.
makes a lot of sense.
If you look at how...
Oh, God.
What the?
What the F?
Alright,
What do we got to do?
if you look at how successful his music has been for as out there as it's been, it actually makes sense that he has a degree in psychology.
Okay. I guess. I don't listen to anything he puts out, so.
I've listened to plenty.
Oh, I'm sure. But,
Those codeine days.
moving on to upcoming, why don't we start with Ed?
Are you sure? I was
Mhm.
going to try to find a longer list.
No, go ahead.
I can start off if you guys want. I got a few albums for EDM here.
Somebody jump in.
All right, so let's start off with Baker Matt is dropping the Ringmaster.
Who?
Baker Matt
Okay.
is dropping the Ringmaster.
I don't think it's that kind of album.
Who gives a fuck?
Then we got Chromatic is dropping Divide by Zero.
That one I'm going to be interested in.
Eddie is dropping Blueprints.
Ed, you're dropping music?
Not under that name.
Infect is dropping Kaizen.
Okay.
Last Heroes is dropping Finding Light. Psycho Boys Club is dropping High Tech Low Life.
That's an interesting group name.
Mm-hmm. Subfocus and Wilkinson is dropping Portals.
Subfocus.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Subtronics is dropping String Theory.
Okay.
And Trinergy is dropping Acid Love and I Want to Party.
I was expecting the next one to be sub something. To be honest with you, I'm actually a little disappointed that wasn't a sub.
Try sub.
If you let me scroll, I might be able to find something.
All right, Ed, give us your list. Your long list.
All right, so I think this is a fitting album title for who it's by. It's called Endangered Species,
Okay.
and it's Pat Poose, who is an amazing lyricist.
And these are all dropping October 9th, yes?
It's the only album dropping October 9th.
Okay. Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's according to Hip Hop DX.
interesting. Watch, something will shadow drop.
Oh, everything shadow drops.
Oh, yeah.
I was actually shocked that there wasn't more music. Like, I kept refreshing Apple Music on Saturday because I'm
Mhm.
like, there's only 3 rap albums here. Like, it's odd. But I know a lot of people have been holding off on dropping things because the numbers don't look the same without being able to link ticket sales, and merch sales to the metrics.
Yeah, because
But
then
at the
you
same
don't jump
time,
up
the
as high
record
on
labels
the
have to make
billboard.
money. And if you're not putting out music as an artist or a band, you're not making money. You're not making as much money as you could.
Yeah,
I
but
would say.
a lot of the artists, they don't want to. The more money you make off of a single album, the more you're worth to the company,
True.
and
So
the better it looks for you when it comes to negotiation time.
This
Yeah,
is true.
so then if you were to drop an album that has a tour afterwards with all these merch sales, it looks even better than if you were to drop the same album and not have a tour.
Yeah, not have the merch sales linked into it.
Right. I guess that makes sense.
So,
Well, I have for the 9th of October, Devil Driver with Dealing with the Demons 1.
Ooh, yes.
I love their cover sale, by the way.
We're probably going to be talking about this album just as an FYI.
I'm going to be talking about it no matter what.
Gargoyle is dropping a self-titled.
Ooh.
Necrophobic is dropping Dawn of the Damned.
Gotta love necrophiliacs.
Necro.
You okay?
Not Neclo. Necro.
It happens.
And then Venom Prison is dropping Primeval.
Ooh. I like that name there.
And that's all I got.
Okay.
Alright.
So, anybody else got anything else to talk about?
I don't believe I do.
I think we've got about everything covered this week. Which we had a lot to unpack.
We did. We had 2 weeks worth of nonsense. Oh, man.
Good nonsense, though.
Good
Yeah,
nonsense.
good stuff.
Very entertaining.
Yes.
So,
But I believe that will wrap up episode 22 of the Music Shack podcast.
indeed it may.
Thank you guys for joining us this week. And
Yep.
we will see you next week with more noise.
Yup. As always, peace, love, unity, respect. One love. Please stay safe out there.
Yes.
Take proper precautions.
Safety always comes first.
I was scared shitless last week when I had a fever because I thought it was COVID.
The big sad.
Yeah.
Never be too safe.
So yeah. And try to avoid moshes and raves because someone could unknowingly be carrying that. All right.
See you guys next week.
Enjoy or create the noise.
Amen.